Because when we get to the Christmas story, we're going to find a virgin who is conceived and given birth to a child. And some will say, well, that's just not logical. Doesn't make sense. And we're going to hear that God came wrapped in human flesh as a baby. And some might say, how in the world could such a thing happen? It's all impossible, right? Unless we're willing to trust some things with the heart. And realize that there are some things that may not make sense logically, but when we begin to trust them with our hearts, they begin to make perfect sense. Looking at Christmas then with only head knowledge and without this heart knowledge, we will find the season of Christmas is just an opportunity for overspending on people that really don't need all that to begin with. But if we open our hearts to the deeper truth, we come to see the real power, the real meaning of Christmas. And that by his life and death and his resurrection, that Christ has declared to us that there is always hope. And if there's a message that we need today, if there's a message that the world needs today, it's that there is hope. This brings us to Act 2, where we meet Kris Kringle. And we find that this unusual man that Doris has hired calls himself Kris Kringle. And he certainly seems to fit the bill of what we believe about Santa Claus. Kris, too, is frustrated by what he sees happening with the holiday season, and we can all identify with that. In 1947, people were